To Paul, he, not Lou Gehrig, was the luckiest man on the face of the earth. People who receive God's grace deeply through Jesus Christ and become a witness of it to others surely must consider themselves the luckiest people on the face of the earth. Through today's passage, may God help us see the grace of God through Jesus Christ and be strengthened to live as his witness in every situation. You will be his witness to all people of what you have seen and heard. Thankfully, God gave Paul and all Christians who receive God's grace through Jesus an utterly meaningful task: to be a witness of God's grace to all people. Paul lived and died for this very task. He said, "Woe to me if I don't preach the gospel," the primary means of God's grace. No matter what it cost him, Paul shared God's grace with everyone, to Jews, to Gentiles, to Greeks, to barbarians, to kings, to the leading philosophers on Mars Hill, to lowly people like the jailer and the little slave girl, to a rich businesswoman like Lydia, and to many others who are not nearly as well off, to noble people like the Bereans, and to hostile people like the Jews in today's crowd. If there is ever a life well lived for the glory of God, it must have been Paul's. I and all of us must be utterly thankful for Paul's faithfulness to declare the grace of God through Jesus Christ in his life. In conclusion, Paul's testimony teaches us that the Lord saves and calls sinners like Paul by the grace of God and for his purpose. What is the purpose? He wants us to share the good news of God's grace through Jesus Christ with those who are groping in the darkness of sin. May God help each of us to be a witness to the love and mercy of our Lord Jesus. Amen.